YouTube page. I've had a lot of people come to me and tell me like, oh my gosh, you should start one. You know, people will really watch your stuff, all of this, you know. And I never was really into it because I'm like, I don't even know what I'm going to like really talk about for real. But here I am today. This is something that I actually really want to just get off my chest. I've had a lot of negative comments from it. I've had a lot of people tell me that I wasn't dealing with it right, or that I wasn't handling it in a correct way. And to me, I just felt like it was a lot of BS, because people are different. Like, people go through different stuff that allows them to deal with certain things differently. So, anyways, if you may not know, I am the wife of FYB Trigga. He recently had passed away early before the summertime. I guess you could say like in the spring. And it was a really unexpected situation. Like, it was something that even I thought would never happen. I'm not saying like, you know, I didn't think he would ever, you know, pass away, but just not so soon, especially just being who he is. Like, I was really just like not expecting it. And then under the circumstances that I was under, it was just a lot. But anywho's, when he passed away, I was actually on house arrest. So when I got the call, I didn't get a call. His best friend had found me on TikTok, and she had reached out to me and told me how, like, you know, he had got shot and that he was being rushed to the hospital. And that, like, she didn't have all the details. She just knew that, you know, the person that was with him at the time called and told him, like, you know, he had just got shot or whatever. So, and after she had reached out to me, I had like a couple other people reach out to me, and it was like a spiral effect. Like, so me being on house arrest, it was really hard, because if you don't know how house arrest works, in order to move on movement that you're not approved for, you have to call in and basically ask them, can you move, and what the reason is. And then they have to like call the sheriffs, like the real sheriffs. And it's like a long drawn out thing. I really feel like it was like, it was kind of messed up, because I told them what the situation was, and like they literally spent almost 2 hours getting me approved. And I wasn't able to see him, which really messed me up, because that was my husband. And I apologize if I cry. I haven't really spoken about it in like longevity. Like, I haven't really spoken about it, so just bear with me, and I'm gonna try to keep back with the tears. But anyways, like I said, I got the call. I mean, she reached out to me. I forgot whether it was like a message or a DM or whatever, but she reached out to me and she told me. Then that's when his friend had reached out to me and told me, and then that friend's mom reached out to me and told me. And it was so hard. And I tried calling his mom and his sister and everybody. And when I called them, like, his mom was hysterical. She was crying. His sister actually answered, and, you know, they were like all in a frantic. And it was just, it was a lot going on within that moment. And I just remember, like, he died on Memorial's Day. And I remember, like, that morning, we weren't actually on good talking terms. So, I literally, like, you know how boyfriend and girlfriends are, husband and wives. Well, we're young, so, like, I wasn't talking to him, and he didn't have my number, because I changed my number, for reasons that, I mean, I could get into detail. but I might save that for the next video or another video. But anywho's, we weren't on talking terms. So I remember that day I was kind of already like in a funk, but I got up and I wanted to barbecue for the kids, and so like I was preparing like all this food and listening to music and stuff. And I just remember my world like crashing, like my world just like completely stopped, and like the unbelievable, the impossible, like it was possible. So I literally, like, I didn't know what to do. I wanted to leave like so badly, but I couldn't because I knew I would risk my freedom and jeopardize myself even more. And I didn't want to do that because now getting news like this, all I could think about is my kids. So later that night, I ended up getting approved like late, like I said, like 2 hours after I found out, really actually later than that. I got approved, and I remember rushing up to the hospital. I had my friend Abriana rush me and my cousin Amanda up to the hospital. That's where we met his girlfriend, and she basically was sitting there, and she was, and she was very distraught and, sad. She looked like she's been crying. And I remember pulling up, seeing the SUV that me and him bought, and it was like the window was broken, I believe, and it was like the police was surrounding it, and I was like, my face was completely red. I had tears. I was crying for all those hours from the time that I found out to the time that I made it to the hospital. I looked bogus. And I'm not gonna lie, I really at the time too, I really did not like his girlfriend, especially because it was like we were married and he had a girlfriend. You know what I mean? So, but in that moment, I couldn't really think about not liking her. I could only think about like, I want to see my husband, but they wouldn't let me see him. I guess they had said that the body had already been identified by his mom, so there was no need for me to go back and see him, which really hurt my heart too, because as his wife, like I'm supposed to have that